Okay, hi guys, welcome to Forex Eco Forex. Okay, Eco Forex Academy. So this is the market. As a student of the market, this is what we do every day. When you are not trading, you should be back testing. Back testing is like a student that is reading his or her book. Okay, when you are not in the classroom, so when you get home, you read your books. This is what I do. I do this almost every day. Even when I'm not trading, I will back test. Okay, and I can say today that I know what I know in Forex is as a result of how much I back test. And there is discovery every day. Each time you look at the market, you discover things. So I encourage you guys to always do what? Back test. There's no how you make a decent living from trading Forex without back testing. It is not possible. It is not possible. You get it now? So picking where they carry first, now picking where they read book. So make una try to dey read una book. Wetin I want analyze now, I want show now break and retest in relationship with support and resistance zones. Support and resistance zone. What are we breaking? When we talk about break and retest, the market is breaking zones, and those places the market is breaking are called resistance or support. Okay, what is a resistance zone and what is a support zone? Here in this place that market starts from here, right? Like I told you guys that any place the market got to and turn back becomes a zone. So if market, for instance, here as you are seeing my plus sign, market came up to this zone, right? And from here it turned back. This particular zone has become a resistance zone. Resistance zone is up, while support zone is down. Are you seeing it now? So when the market came here, it turned back to this place. So this particular place the market turned back become what? A resistance zone. And remember, market came down here. While market turned from here, market turned back again and begin to go up. So this place the market turned back here becomes what? A support zone. So support zone is at the bottom while resistance is at the top. Okay, and according to the law in trading, okay, why did I say law? Did anybody tell me that that thing is called law? No, but I have seen that in everything there is law that governs everything. Okay, and a part of my discovery is that whenever price come to area of support, this place is an area of support, right? Whenever price go up and come down to that area, it is likely that this pressure from this support will push price to the upside. Are you getting it now? So we trade from zone to zone. That is resistance zone to support zone. So when we talk about break and retest, market came down here, it could not break this one. Since he could not break it, that is in this place, what did he now do? He now turned back and then he broke the resistance. So this resistance it has broken, because it has broken it, this resistance has turned to what? Support. So this is resistance now turned support. Why? Because market has broken it. So if market is coming down again to come and test it, it will become a support because it is now below the market price. Why did I say that? When market breaks it to the upside, let's say market is here now, okay, if it's coming down to test it, this place now is no more a resistance, it has become support. So this is what we call resistance becomes support, right? So market broke it. When market broke it, this is a resistance, right? Market broke it and went up. Remember, this is another resistance here. So this is resistance 1, resistance 2 that market broke. So when market come, remember our trade is break and retest, right? So when market break those area, it is likely that market will come back again to test the area before it continue again. So when we're talking about break and retest, so it is important for you to know the area that you are expecting markets to come to before it will continue. So now, did you see that the first which market used to break all this line, it could not come and test this particular resistance again because the market, there is a speed in the market, right? You could not come and test this one. Rather, what it tested was this second one. That is why you see the market from here, it came down into this zone. This is the zone. This place that I marked now is a zone, right? So market came there and tested it. After market tested it, what did it do? It went up again. But remember, as market come to this level and begin to come down, it has created another zone here, which is what? Resistance. So when it come back to test this resistance that has become support here, okay, it will also go back again and break this other resistance that it formed by coming down. So now it went up, it break it. See, this is a resistance zone. What did it do after it break it? It come here and come down again into the same zone. Are you seeing it now? This is another zone here, right? Let me mark it so that you see what I'm talking about. So this is how we get understanding in the market. It's only your understanding that will save you. It doesn't matter how this thing is not a matter of time, as in like you must stay 6 months or you must stay 1 year before you start to make profit. The more earlier you begin to understand this thing, the earlier you begin to be perfect. There's no specific time frame. You know, like one of you asked me, how long will it take me to become good? It's not about how long. Now you go determine how long it will take. That is by how far you and how well you concentrate and learn and practice and back test. So you see the way I draw the zone. This place was a resistance zone. Market came and break it. Remember, we trade break and retest. Break, retest, continuation. Very simple. Let me go again. This one, break. What is it breaking? Breaking a resistance. What is it retesting back? A support, because that resistance has become a support here. So whenever market pass a place and is coming back, that place is support. So this place now is what we call resistance become support. Okay, so that is the area we'll be waiting for to buy. So whenever market breaks an area, you'll be waiting, okay, market may come back there. So if you see now, market came there, here it give you what? A bullish engulfing candle. From this bullish engulfing candle, you can now place your buy, put your stop loss below it, okay, and then you move. All these movements will now be your own take profit. Are you getting it now? Okay, so this is break and retest in respect, okay, of support and resistance. So you must know all these areas of support and resistance. Any place market break, it will come back to test there. If you did not come back to test there now, it will come later in the future. Now look at this particular place, that market break. It did not come back to test it here. Rather, it broke this second one and came back to test it. But what happened in the future? Look at it here. Look at it here. This resistance here. Look at it. Market came here to test the same resistance. Let me expand it so that you know it's the same thing we are talking about. Are you seeing it now? You see where market came to test it. Market could not come back here because of the buying pressure. So it went up. After it don't finish buying, they come down. Now you see from here now there is a very full force of selling. So market came all the way here. This was also what? A support in this area, right? Market broke this support. It's supposed to go and test back this area, but market could not come to this area because of the sellers pressure. So market sold, it broke all this one, it came again, it break this second one again, right? It now come down again into this zone here. It could not break this one. What did it do? It now retest again. Which area did it retest? It retested this previous one, although it passed it a little, right? That's why it's called a zone. It's not like a particular place, but you know that once you are there, it's a zone. So another thing that can help you as well is this thing I put down here. We call it CCI. Okay, CCI. You see, CCI has come to this level, meaning that it has what? Overbought. So, but you just know how to relate it with price. When you are in uptrend, when you are in downtrend like this, if you want to be looking at this thing as a price indicator, you wait for price to come up here. From there, now you now begin to look for confirmation to sell in this place. So we are in 4 hour time frame. We are not going to be coming down to any lower time frame. The purpose of this video is just to tell us about support and resistance, how it works with break and retest. So because we are talking about break and retest, it is important that when market breaks, you will know the area that is likely to be retested before continuation. So that you just, for instance, now market just broke this resistance here to the upside. It broke the second one. You know that if market come down here and could not this place could not hold it, it was going to come down to this place before it continue. But this place was strong enough to hold price because the buying pressure is high. So market now from here and push to the upside. So the break and retest we are talking about, once there has been a break, there must be a retest before continuation. So after the retest, the continuation is what you trade. At which area are you expecting the market to come before you trade your continuation? We are expecting market to come to the support, the resistance becomes support, or the support areas. Okay. So now, why we could trade from this place? Once it's not that market just came here, you just buy. No, you wait for engulfing candle. Look at here, there is an engulfing candle, bullish engulfing candle. Did you see it? So this bullish engulfing candle tells you that okay, it is this particular zone that price want to continue from. Because if price came here and it didn't give you this engulfing candle, that means price will still come down here. So if price also come here and it give you an engulfing candle, you will now buy from there. If price also come here and it didn't give you an engulfing candle, oga, leave the market. Just let it do what it wants to do. Then it may now come down to this particular last support. Okay, and from there it may give you engulfing, just like what it happened here. You see a bullish engulfing candle here. From there, because it got to this support, so from here you now buy. So all your work is to wait for a break. Once there is a break to the upside down, wait for market to come to either the support, the first support or the second support. So you cannot tell if market is going to turn from here or this second one. What we tell you is that you will wait and see when it forms engulfing candle. Once it forms this engulfing candle, that means market is now telling you, okay, this is the place I want to turn from. Are you getting? Don't be faster than the market. You follow market. You don't go ahead of the market. Number one, you already have an idea that market has broken, so it has to retest before continuation. So now that it's retesting, you don't know if it's this resistance, which is a previous high that was broken. You don't know if this one or this one. So, but you just be monitoring the market when it comes into that zone. Okay, so that's that. And one thing I have noticed also in the market is that whenever price breaks this high, whenever price break this first one and it did not come to retest it directly, rather it break the second one and now test the second one, it is likely that this second one that was tested will become a trap, like what we call a liquidity. We call it liquidity in market. Okay, because market did not come and test, because immediately market break a zone, it is supposed to test that zone before it continue. But when it breaks that zone, it did not come back to retest that zone, and now break another one and now test that one and go. Just know that this particular one is now a trap. If you buy here, don't let it stay too long, because market will still come back here, that is going up, come back again. So if you are leaving this market for too long, maybe market has come here, you're supposed to take your profit. The market has broken this high now, retested, go up again. If you are still holding, you should find it somewhere to take your profit instead of leaving it, because once market did not come to test this first one, this place is likely to become a liquidity. I'll show you another example of it. So market now went up. Like I said, it came down and broke it. So if you buy here, market go, you don't in profit and you don't take your profit, so market come down, your profit will lose, and from here to your trade will lose again. You now come to test this one wey no test that first time. So when it tests it, what we do, that one we tested will now take it, pull back again, then now come back to test the last low before it will go back again, continue from here and go and test this last high, which is last resistance. When I say high, a high means resistance, a low means support. A high means what? Resistance. A low means what? Support. So market trade from places of high to the low. So now let's look what happened here. From here now, market came down. This is the first support. Market broke it down. When market broke it, it did not instantly come to test it. You see now the retest here, this movement is a retest, right? But it did not reach this first one. Market break this first support, it came down, break this second support, just like it did in this zone, right? It break the first one, break the second one. Instead of testing the second one, it not test the second one, it come down and tested the second one. It didn't test the first one. So from there, it came down again into this last zone and move. So when something like this happen, it's not telling you that this first one is likely to be what? A liquidity again, for price to break it and go back and test this last high again. So you're seeing it as it's happening in the uptrend, the same way it's happening in a downtrend. That is why you cannot say you don't want to buy, it's only sell you want to be selling. Or you cannot say you don't want to sell, it's only buy you want to be selling. Because the same thing that is happening in selling is the same thing that is happening in buying. So it just any one of them that shows you an opportunity. Okay, but me personally, I like selling. Okay, I like selling. It doesn't mean that selling is better. Okay, it's just about your own personality, what you like as a trader. Okay, because even though I am the one teaching you, it doesn't mean that everything I like is what you will like. There will still be difference. Okay, although it's the same concept. So you see now, like I said, this place is likely to be a liquidity. Why? Because market came down, it broke this guy, it did not test it instantly, right? It now came and break second low again, which is this one, and now tested that zone and came back. So when it came back to this zone here, it now came to the last low. So from this last low, it's now going to make a move from this. This is a bullish engulfing candle to test this place, which is liquidity, come down, go up again, break it, and then. So let's see what happened in price. Did you see? So market actually broke this one because it's a liquidity. Why is it liquidity? Because it did not test this level directly. Okay, did not test this level directly. It just came back, broke the second one here. So it's liquidity. As time goes on, you know more about liquidity. I don't want to talk about liquidity. Let's just focus on support and resistance and the break and retest. So market came, it broke this. All this place was a resistance, right? Market came up, break it. When market break it, what did it do? It came back again to test this zone, right? But when it goes back, it came to test this up one. So with this support and resistance zone, we let you know areas where price is likely to turn, because you have known that market will always go to some area and turn back, and that is the area you should be waiting for market to come to, so that you now look for confirmation, which is your engulfing candle, to turn with price and make your money. Did you get it now? So as market move all this side, up, 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 look, this is a zone that was broken before. That was the area that market came to here and turned back. When market turned back, where did it turn to? It turned back to inside this zone also that was broken. So here is what we call what? This place was resistance. As it's coming from up, it was resistance. But once this level was broken and come down, it becomes support. So this is what? Resistance turned support in this place. So from here now, they begin to look for confirmation to buy to the upside. So you see this little move here, market came up here, come down, you go up again. By going up, you break this level. What did he do after he break this level? He came back again into the same zone, that is this movement down here, and still go back up to test the high, the last level, the last high, this level, last resistance. So that was what market tested and begin to come down again. Are you seeing the way market move? Okay, so let's just see, check what market did again. So after market tested it, now if you take a close attention, you see that this particular place is market came to this place and returned back, right? So meaning this place is a resistance. So market came back, went up again and broke it. So since market has broken it, it becomes what? A support. If you notice now, there is a green candle around this place. So those candles tried to come down, but it could not come down, so it now went up. Going up again, it could not go up, it now come down again. So this particular place now become what? A resistance. So market came up, tested the resistance in this place. What did it do? It break here and come down. And here too, this is a resistance, right? This place uh, was a support here, but market broke it. As market broke it, it did not test it directly. It's supposed to break it, come down to this second one, right? Test it. After testing it, it now continued down. That is the continuation. But what did he do? He broke it, he come down and even break the second one again 2 times, just like before. Hmm? As he break it, he now come down and repeated the same thing that he did here. I don't know if you people are saying this. So market always repeat itself. So it is now your ability to see those repetition and take advantage of it. Look at this place now. The same thing the market did here. Here. Market came, he break this first one. Wait, let me zoom out. Okay, the space will not. Okay, let me minimize it a little bit so that we'll see what I'm showing you here. Hmm? Market repeats itself every time. But see what happened here. From this level, right? Market came down. He break this first one, break this second one by coming down here. It did not retest this first one initially. It only retested this zone by this guy and then come down. From here, what did he do? He came back here, tested it, broke it, and come into this level. Come down again to this zone, break it again, and come to this high. The same thing is repeating here again. Hmm? What did I say? So this is the first low here. Market came down. It break the first one. It didn't break it. It did not come to retest it. He just come down and break this second one, just like he break the second one too here. Hmm? He came here, he break it here by coming down. After he come down, what did he do? He now retested the second one instead of this first one, just like he did here too. Here he retested the second one instead of the first one. So that is why I said that the first one we now serve this retest of this second one. This one will now become a liquidity because it will be broken again to go back up to retest this first one that was not tested in the first place. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. But it's the more time you spend with the market, you begin to see all these things. Nobody taught me what I'm showing you now. It's because of my study. As you see me like this, when I did school, I know they carry last though. If I no carry first, I dey carry second because I dey study. And this forest thing, I no fit carry last. They no born me well. You get, I must be among the top shooters in this industry because I like to study. So I no get times I wan go dey study book wey Igbo man write. Book wey you go study finish, and no go give you work. But this one, as you dey study am, you dey become professional on your own. Dey employ yourself, dey make your money. So, like I just said, sorry for the digression. I'm just showing you how market repeats itself. Just the same thing that happened in the other side is happening here. Market came and broke the second uh, support here, retested it, came down into the previous low. You see this place I mark, all this place now low. If you stretch back, you see another previous low or support. So it came back into this zone, which one? This one where I talk say na liquidity go become. He now broke it to come and test this one by coming to this level. Did you see it now? This level here is the resistance zone. Okay, it's a support that became resistance. So market came into it here, came back, right? Now this place now that market came, supposed to come down again into this zone. Are you seeing the way market does? But it did not come here. Rather, it broke it and just do like a consolidation from there, give you bullish engulfing candle, fired up into the previous high. From that previous high, it begin to come down again. This market are stupid to do. The same thing now you can't do again, no. The same thing. You see, here you don't break the first one again. Now you don't break the second one again. Instead of and to go and test this first one, you know, test this first one. You now come down again. Now it's retesting the second one. So what do you think is going to happen in this price movement? Did you see it now? After retesting this one, like I said, this one will become what? A liquidity. So it came down into this previous low again, come down, test it, give you a W pattern, went up and take it out. Where did it come to? It come to take this first one that was broken. You see it tested it here and came down into this zone. See where market is now. So what do you think will happen next from here? Now, from here, there are two things that happen in the market. When we analyze market, we don't say, oh, it must be like this or it must be like that. No, there are two things that are bound to happen. Now, market has tested this resistance, okay, this support that became resistance here. Market has tested it and come back here. It has also tested this low and now is at this level. What do we expect from here? From here, if two things can either happen. From here, market can either from this zone here come down and break all this low and continue to the downside, or it's going to come back here, break this one to come and test this high that is here. Are you getting? So we have two scenarios here. From this place, it's either we are going to coming down to this place here, or we are going to be going up to break this one, retest it, and continue to the upside. How will you now know? You have to follow price. Whenever price gets to an area of support or resistance, you wait for confirmation, which is your engulfing. That engulfing is what will now decide your entry to follow where price wants to go. Okay, so that is that for today. It's just support and resistance, how price breaks the market, retest those zones. So when I say break and retest, what the market is breaking and retesting is the support and resistance zone. Okay, I did not talk about it like this before. That is why, because you cannot just say everything in just one video. One video is too short. You get it now? So the more we do this video, the more we talk about more things. So now we talked about break and retest. Break and retest. What is it breaking? What is it retesting? It is retesting what? Support and resistance zone. So when market has breaking, if you want to retest, your work is to go and check where the previous support or resistance zone is, because that is where it's going to retest. So once market come there, you now begin to wait for confirmation to see, okay, oh, is it true that is this particular support or resistance that the market want to respect? Is it where it wants to turn from? What will tell you that yes, it is when you see an engulfing candle. So I believe we have done justice for today. Stay safe, practice, and God bless.